Hello, Black family. Hello, America. I finally got a chance to come back on here and talk about something on my way home to finish my night. I want to really talk to especially Black folks about this and say that some of us would get offended when we say that we are stupid. I'm not saying we are stupid as a people. I'm saying our actions are stupid. Because, let me explain. Because for the past 50 plus years, we have voted democratically each and every time, and they have done nothing but destroy our community. And they probably apologize every time, yet we go vote for them again. Last time I checked, most people say, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, not gonna happen. Or fool me twice, it's gonna be shame on you. This time, guess what? We need to make sure it's just shame on the Democratic Party. Let me ask you guys something. If you were to walk to a vending machine, right, and say you want Sprite, and you push one, and it gave you Coke. You push one again, it gives you Coke. You do it again, it gives you Coke. You do it many times, it gives you Coke. How many times does it take for you to realize, wait a second, it's giving me Coke every single time? You know what, next time, let me push 2. Let me push 3. Let's try something different. Because guess what we're doing is not working. So we have to, our votes have to mean something. We have to just stop giving them away for free. We must stop doing that. Because guess what? Looking on the outside and realizing that shit, guess what? We look stupid doing that. We look so stupid voting for a party that doesn't like us. Actually, you know what? Voting for a system that doesn't like us. That's stupid. And then, we tell each other that if you don't vote, you can't speak. That is the dumbest thing I ever heard in my life about voting in politics. That is so dumb. We are stuck in this belief that we gotta pick the lesser of two evils. Guess what? Like Dick Gregory said, there is no lesser of two evils. If you pick an evil, you yourself are evil. So I will ask you, are you evil? Hopefully the answer is no. And if the answer is no, guess what? You cannot sit there and pick the lesser of two evils. Last time I made that same mistake, I put Hillary Clinton, and look who's in office now. And Black folks are still catching hell, and we be catching hell on the Hillary Clinton. For Black folks, there is no lesser of two evils. It is only evil and good, or good and evil. So we have to say, you know what? Break out of this mental mindset, this mental trap, to say that if you don't vote, you can't talk. If you don't vote, talk. Explain why you didn't vote. Explain that. You have every right to say, I didn't vote because of X, Y, Z. Every single right. And guess what? I'd rather you not vote for you. Because these people like Kamala Harris and Joe Biden, Elizabeth Warren, all these people, all these other candidates, especially the Democratic ones, except for Marianne Williamson, except for her, are evil. They are not for Black people. They are not for what is good for any part of Black people. Any part, no matter where you are in the world, not for you. And we must understand that. And we must say, you know what? They're not doing anything for us. Guess what? We're not going to vote for them. We're not going to support them. We're not going to donate to their causes at all. We are going to remove them from us and cut the connection. James Clyburn needs to get out of here. Elijah Cummings needs to go. John Lewis needs to go. Roland Martin needs to go. Angela Rye, Charlemagne, Don Lemon, All of them need to go. They are all sellouts. And notice, I didn't just stop at the politicians. I said all of them. They are all sellouts. We need to get rid of them. Their voices need to be muted, especially the politicians. So all of the Jim Clyburns out there, or the Sheila Jackson Lees, all them people, or the Al Sharptons, or Al Green, whatever, we need to primary them and get them out and put someone new in there. We need another Ilhan Omar. We need more of that. I don't care if they're white, black, blue, Spanish, or whatever. If they're going to fight for our cause, we need to support them. Because obviously, having a black face isn't working. It never has worked. It was never designed to work. Blackface has always been to humiliate and disrespect black people. And they still do it that way. Obama showed you that much. The CBC showed you that much, except for Ilhan Omar. So, we have to switch it out. We got to make changes. And good thing is, changes are being made amongst the young generation, even some of the older generation. We have to be politically motivated and be able to discuss what is wrong with our community. And I always tell you, I am not ADOS, but I'm an ADOS supporter. My parents are immigrants. So, by right, I have no right to speak on what ADOS needs or whatever, but I support them. Whatever they say good for them, I support it. Simple as that. Do I have my own comments on it? Probably do. Will I say it here? You damn right I will say it here. It's my little channel. I can say whatever I want. But guess what? Push come to shove, I'm for my people. I don't care where you are in the world. I'm for what's right for my people. Not to say that I really don't care about other people, even though I really don't on certain things, mainly political ones. But I care about my people first, and that is exactly how we have to be with our people, black people. Everyone else cares about their folks and doesn't give a damn about us or any other group. I'm not going to sit here and say that we shouldn't help other groups. Yeah, we should. But guess what? We have to make sure that our backyard, that our house, is perfect and in good condition before we go help someone else. And right now, we have neglected our house. So it's time for us to get the dustbin, get the broom, get the mops, get the hammers, get everything, and fix our house. And rebuild and put it back together. And fight for our causes. Reparations is a bill. No, let me come correct. It is a bill that America must pay. It is a debt that they owe. America owes that. I am not a reparations debt collector because I'm not ADOS. But guess what? I would support that. And I will say this to the black immigrants. Do not separate yourself from black Americans. Even though I can get this from experience and what people have told me that black Americans are the biggest haters of immigrants. And I have to believe it for a little point because guess what? Most immigrants that I've met, especially black immigrants, have told me that, undeniably. But we have to get past all that and come together. Stop separating over small, trivial stuff. It's so stupid. And another thing I want to talk about before I get in the house. We have to take our children out of these public schools. Those of you who see this video, I want you to look up the 10-year-old black kid who was charged with assault for hitting a white kid in the face when they were playing dodgeball. And mind you, this kid Nothing was wrong with him. And they went the entire summer. No problems. Until the end of summer. Months later, the white mother wants someone to pay. So now they're trying to put charge on this black child. Thank goodness they were dropped today. Thank goodness. But the fact of the matter is that they even want to make such a motion. That is ridiculous. And we see this happening all the time. And we must get our children out of these schools. I promise you this. My child one day will never be enrolled in a public school. He or she may go play a basketball game or a football game in one of them, or maybe, go watch a show. But guess what? Never be enrolled in one. Never. The public school system has done nothing but lie to us when it comes to history, and especially our history. It has done nothing but lie to us and brainwash us and have us thinking backwards about history. And if you don't believe me when I say backwards, I want you to really look up Christopher Columbus. I'm going to ask you this. This actually goes out to anybody who watches this video, white folks, anybody else, because we all believe that Christopher Columbus was the first person to find this land and do all that stuff, right? That's what they told you. They had you coloring the Santa, the Pinta, the Nina, whatever the shit these ships are called and stuff like that. I want to ask you something. How can you discover something? How can you be the first of any man to discover something when there was someone already there? Just think about that. And if you understand that they lied to you about that, then start uncovering how much stuff they really lied to you about. Because you notice that I always use Hitler, for example. They make him look so bad. I'm not going to say that he was good. I don't know the full story. I don't know what happened. But guess what? If they're willing to lie to us about some Columbus dude from 1592 or 1594 or 1494, whenever he set sail and sailed the ocean blue, there's definitely willing to lie to you about some other things. And if you notice, these Jews controlling everything. The fake Jews. So, I'm not trying to put no hate out or nothing like that, but I'm just saying, we really gotta start asking questions. I mean, after all, they did make Jesus white, even though he's black. So we really have to ask, wait a second, how much stuff did they lie to us about, and what is the real truth about what really goes on? Because the Bible always said the truth will set you free. Because guess what? Once I figured out that God was black, Jesus was black, my mind started to change. And when I start to understand certain things, I start to realize that, wait a minute, black people are a great people. We are the greatest people. We are the mothers and fathers of civilization. Everything comes from us. It might not have been directly created by us, but guess what? It comes from us because we are the mothers and fathers of civilization. We are the children of the earth. We directly are the children of the earth. But guess what? Like how the earth is one planet, we need to be one force as well. One force of many forces. But anywho, that was my little rant for right now. What I wanted to say. But again, black people, we really gotta change it up. Because voting for just one party and not demanding anything is not working for us. Obama showed us that. The Democrats have showed us that for the past 50 plus years. Every election they promise something, and we get our ass handed to us. They say F you. So black people, I implore you. Next year's election day. Instead of just voting just to vote, Look at these politicians. Look at their history. Look at all those different things, and say, wait a minute, this is how they treated black people back then, and they have not changed. So guess what? If they become president, it's going to be even much worse. So, black people, I implore you, let's change the system. Let's change our actions. Because right now what we're doing isn't working. Killing each other isn't helping. Voting democratically, wholeheartedly, isn't working. We need to start making changes that will benefit our community and benefit our children. But anywho, black people, that's my little commentary for tonight. Y'all have a good one.